almost 40 years, for goodness sake, after it made him a household name, Michael Ball. He's in the kitchen, he's right here.
One more day before the storm.
He's a very busy man. Almost 40 years on from starring in the original West End show, Michael Ball is returning. Who's that child there?
I
Returning
know,
to Les Mis.
bless him.
In June, he's taken over Steve Wright's Sunday Love Songs on Radio 2. Nobody better to do that. And he's just released the paperback version of his book, Different Aspects, all about his life. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's always good.
But this is great because it is honestly like, and I say this a lot, I feel you are talking, it's you. I hear you in every single sentence.
But that's me, that is, yeah. The way I went about writing it was by interviewing. I interviewed people that I'd done the show with originally, Andrew Lloyd Webber and Don Black, Charlie Hart and other creatives. And then I got someone to interview me because that's the way you find that if you just sit there, I don't know if you found this, if you just sit there and try and remember and then you need someone
just to do that
just have little
thing.
sparks. And so by talking to people who were there and somebody who'd done a bit of research, I was able to compile...
It's really good. And what I like about it as well is, you know, it's called Different Aspects, and of course a lot of it is about aspects of love. And which was a big success, but kind of underrated in many ways. And it's really hard to reheat that souffle.
You have no idea. It is.
Well, I do, because I've read this, so I know.
I mean, because I'm writing this as we're putting on the production.
I know.
So there are kind of two things that we're looking at. We're looking at the original production, me then, how I got the role, my life, how
love
it
changes
changed,
everything.
all of that. And then this idea to remount it, to see what would happen. And we did. And so the other half of the book is looking at the glories and the pitfalls and the triumphs and the tears of putting on. But I thought the book would be coming out in the October and the hardback, and then the show would finish in the November. But no. I had a really good final chapter because we had our closing notice.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
it just shows you with all of these things, you would have think the stars would align. You've got you've got, you know, beautiful theatre, you've got everything, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the whole thing. But it's just sometimes it doesn't always work. It just doesn't.
And it was a show that was controversial at the time when it happened. It was a show that it's a very niche thing. People who saw it and loved it.
They really loved it.
But it was challenging, and for some people, they want a tap dance and a big zhuzhy number, and that's not what this was about. This was Andrew going into different areas.
Yeah, very much so. But I like the fact that you're so honest about it as well.
You've got to be.
Well, exactly, and you always are. Things are great right now. You've got so much going on.
Yeah, they are.
So much going on.
They are.
Les Mis. First of all, 40 years, that's nuts.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So this year is my 40th year. 1984, I got my first job. A year after that, there I am in the original cast of Les Mis.
That's not you in the frock. That's you, the other fella.
Sadly, no.
Although you could carry it off.
Do you know, I could.
But we saw Hairspray, so we know you can.
But to find, you know, and so many close friendships and important moments in my life have happened because of Les Mis. And to now be... Cameron had this idea. We did a staged version, concert version in the West End, which broke every record, and we filmed it. And so Cameron, being Cameron, this is Cameron McIntosh, says, fancy doing it on an arena tour around the world?
Oh, all right.
I said, well, I won't go everywhere. But, yeah, I do. And the fact that it's a show I love, it's a part, because I'm playing Javert.
Yes, of course.
Why I'm not the 23-year-old Marius, I don't know,
It's
Lorraine.
outrageous,
It's ridiculous.
frankly. I would
could have done both.
Of course you could have.
But to play Javert, my favourite part in the show, my favourite song, with my mate, Alfie,
Lovely
and loads of other people that I've worked with, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, it is, and you two together, there's something very special about you two together.
There
really is.
Yeah, there is.
Kind of.
There is.
I don't know what it is. It just kind of works. You'll obviously be doing lots more in the future together.
Yeah,
surely.
For sure.
Surely.
We're talking about another album this year, and then our own arena tour together. What's been nice is that both of us have gone off. I've just finished my own solo tour. He's about to do his solo tour. Both had records out, TV projects. I've got the radio and so on. So we can do all that. We don't rely on each other as this is what our job is.
Yeah.
We can go, yeah, mate, Do you fancy,
it? Yeah.
And
it's like a joy. It's like a wee treat.
Yeah.
For you and for
us.
us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which makes it very special.
And there's no side to it,
No.
and it's very lucky.
It's great. You mentioned the fact that the radio.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're doing love songs. I really am. I just thought when gosh, Steve Wright, what a legend. And that was a shock, a real shock when he died. Very, very shocking. And you sort of thought, oh, I wonder who's going to do that. And it just works. It's just the perfect fit. And I think he would be proud. He would be happy.
Well, we did get on well. We were really good. Yeah, we were really good mates. He was so full of advice, and there was no finer radio.
Oh,
he
amazing.
lived and breathed.
He did.
And was constantly
I still miss
creating.
him in the afternoon.
Of course.
I still miss him.
I do.
So good.
But you know, my show that I do now was always on after Steve.
Right.
Steve would hand over to me, and I love that show. I love the show we've created there. But this opportunity arrived, and I thought, this is legacy radio.
It is.
You know, this is appointment radio. This is what I do. I get up on a Sunday morning. You want to be chilled. You want to hear beautiful stories. You want a hug from the radio. And
that's what you do.
Well, that's what I want to try to do.
Oh, you will. You will, for sure.
Well, I'll do my level best.
You will be absolutely fine. I can't wait.
What do you want the first song to be?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I just love all these. What's your favourite love song? Mine, I've got Power of Love, I love. You know, the beautiful song, Frankie song. There's a beautiful song called Careful by an artist called Horse, who's a Scottish singer. She's amazing. And that song is the song that's going to see me off when I told her.
Oh, OK.
Yeah. That's cheery, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a cheery one.
And this, to start the new era of love songs, is Lorraine's funeral songs.
And I thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's a wee gift. It's a beautiful song. I can't wait to hear you in that. And the book, of course, different aspects, out now.
And congratulations on yours.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I remember us talking about it last time. You're going, I don't know. I know.
And I've got to be starting on the second one, which is
I.
brilliant. I know. Good luck, and I'll see you real soon.
Oh, I hope so.
And thank you so much for coming in.
My
And I can't wait to hear you. It's just going to be part of my Sunday.